And welcome to a sexy midnight edition of the National Meat Treasure with your host, Isaac Hayes. We're recording at midnight, so I had to do something.
Isaac Hayes. So in that vein, since we're going with Shaft, I'm going to say Samuel L. Jackson is right here. Because I too am bald like Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm just Joey as usual. Yeah, you know the vibes.
So do we know the vibes?
If not, I will educate y'all on the vibes. I don't know. What are the vibes?
Oh shit.
So what's going on with you guys? We usually don't record this late. I didn't even know you niggas stood up this late.
Yeah.
Well, I knew Thrillah does, because Thrillah, let me tell you something. First of all, I got two things to say. First thing I got to say is I appreciate you guys working around my work schedule and staying up this late. This wasn't even my idea, so claps to these guys. But also, you know what I noticed about Thrillah? I'd be on Instagram, and I'll see Thrillah post some shit, and it'll be like 2 hours ago, and it'll be like 1 a.m. or like 4 a.m, and I'm like, this nigga don't sleep. This nigga working.
He never sleeps. He's making beats. He's making music.
Oh man,
he's got all that pent up like masturbation energy.
Yeah. Yo, oh man, I was gonna try to beat my meat last night, but I set a goal for myself, with like posting my beats and scheduling them ahead of time on YouTube, and I set an unattainable goal, and I got through most of it. I did very well. Did not have time to jerk off though.
Damn.
Yeah, and
it was like jerking off part of the goal, like where you're like, all right, I'm gonna put out 3 beats, and I'm gonna beat my meat, and then put out 3 more beats.
No.
Hell yeah!
It was the carrot at the end of the stick. It was like if you get all these 10 beat videos posted, uploaded, tagged, and all that, and still have time before your wife gets home, you get to beat your meat.
Oh.
Didn't make it.
I've done that.
I didn't make it.
I've done that, yeah. Where I'm like, all right, I won't jack off unless I do X, Y, and Z. And honestly, it doesn't help because I just think about jacking off the whole time. It's better to just jerk off and then get it done.
Go about your business.
That might be.
Although I did test my. Wait, this ring light already went off. But yeah, I did test myself a little bit recently. I was like, how long before I start to get like flustered? I think it's like 3.5 days. Like 3.5 days of not jerking off before. I'm just this is annoying. Should I try and fuck with this ring light? Nah, I'm not even gonna try to fuck with it. But
I mean,
the light didn't change too much.
No, it didn't. Yeah. It didn't do. I mean, it's not lighting your best features. That's all.
Yeah, I have 2 ring lights. There's the one on this tripod.
Oh yeah, you Gucci.
And then there's the one right here. But the one on the tripod is like super tiny. Like I bought it at Target for like $13 or something.
Hey,
it's a selfie stick / tripod.
I love it. I'm liking it. We do have a special edition. It's not only the midnight edition. It is also a special episode because we're going to have our first guest today.
Yes, sir.
Guys. Yeah, and it's a good friend of ours that we've known for way too long. And shout out to Mike. We'll be having him on the pod a little bit later. And he's gonna be doing some really special things, but I'm excited about it. I don't know how you guys are. I already got a little taste of what he's gonna be putting up. He has been listening to the pod, obviously, and he took some good ideas from the ridiculous bullshit we say. And I'm just saying,
I'm excited.
A little, be excited because it is good. What are you guys into?
Do you have a funny squishy story?
Yes, I do. So this is when we were, just vagabonds, doing our thing in New York City, just kind of going around. And this was outside of, shout out to First Lutheran Church in the Bronx, FLC, terrible place, but also a nice place. We were talking face to face, and I remember there was a girl that I was supposed to meet up. She showed up, and it was like that kind of situation where they're a lot more chopped up than the pictures.
So wait,
ever came
for
out.
Context for the audience, I'm assuming this is like MySpace era, 2006, 2007 ish.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So back then, we
I'm not going to say anything problematic. No, I'm not going to be problematic, but we had low pixels and we did not have good pictures of people, and people could get away with showing certain parts of themselves. So I was intrigued. She showed up, but I remember like having to like focus on him because I was trying to get her to kind of leave. You know what I'm saying? She's like, hi, hold on. And I'm like, what's up, Squish? What's up? And I don't remember who it was, but this was the era of all of us wearing basketball shorts. They pants him, and the man's schmeat is so big it slapped his tummy when he went to quickly bend down. So that is a good memory for me because it's hysterical. There's also one bonus one, and it has to do with you, Justin. Also, again, in our vagabond years, we were at a party, and anyone who does know our good friend Justin, he loves being on his phone, and even more so when he was younger. Back in the Sidekick days, he would never get the fuck off his Sidekick. I
was doing business,
that it was
man.
a problem. It was a problem. Like, it was literally like, dude, we're hanging out. Like, and he's just like, I mean, this is when people could disconnect and just talk, right? But he's like, whatever, you know, and he's talking to somebody. So somehow you see a computer, Justin, and you just dart to the computer. And you had just come out of the shower. Again, for those who have been listening, the air drying was happening. He's in this small towel. And I remember Squish just like, he's like, I'm going to get this motherfucker. So he just puts, an obscene amount of talcum powder and then just slaps you across the face, and half your face is white. And you just looked at him pissed off and you go, I'm going to keep doing this. And you just like kept talking to whoever it was that you were trying to mac, because this man has afforded himself flights across the country just on the fact that he's beautiful. So
yes, I was getting flued out very young. Also, young. It's funny. Was this at Shelly's house?
No, that was this was at some Korean girl in Flushing.
No, this was definitely Shelly's house.
I remember that Shelly's house. There was a funny moment, but I won't share that one because it had to do with a sad moment for you. I think it was just you were too drunk. And
there was a funny moment at Shelly's house with Squishy. I'm gonna talk about. So again, this is MySpace era, 2006, 2007. And it's a bunch of us at Shelly's house. I think how old am I at this point? Maybe like 19 or something like that. And there's like, 15 of us sleeping at our friend Shelly's house because our parents went away. And everybody goes to sleep. Everybody's passed out. And it's just me and Squishy awake. And Squishy's just in the house smoking cigarettes, drawing on her walls. Because, Squishy's an artist.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure she was cool with him drawing on the walls. But, he's drunk out of his fucking mind, and he's just musing to me. You know how Squishy gets. He tries to get deep, and he's musing about the universe and love. Like he's talking as if he's on shrooms, but he's not. He was just fucking wasted. So he's talking to me about life and this and that, and he just keeps handing me cigarettes. And they're not even like the brand he smokes. They were like, I can see the pack in my head. I can't remember what the fuck. They were like the thick Camels, the ones that were like short and fat, Camel 20s or something like that.
Okay.
He just keeps handing me these cigarettes. And like I said, I'm just up listening to him bullshit. And it's like 4 a.m. and it's like, we're like 10 cigarettes chain smoking deep, thinking, where the fuck did this broke nigga get all these cigarettes? And I'm thinking, he must have like got them for free because like, this is not even the shit he smokes. Next morning we wake up and our other friend Corey is there, screaming, who the fuck stole my cigarette? And I just look at Squishy. He looks at me and he's just like, throws a finger over his mouth. And I'm like,
that is a classic Squishy move. So for those, he is Mike to everyone in the world, but because we grew up with him, he had a nickname and it's called Squishy. We love him, and I don't think I'll ever stop calling him Squishy, even though he probably hates it at this point.
I don't even know where that nickname came from.
There was a lot of like weird ones. I don't know. I got it from some like old friend.
I think
we'll ask him.
I think his ex-girlfriend used to call him Squishy, and then somebody was like, "Oh, your bitch is calling you Squishy," and then like just said that to make fun of him. Which would kind of suck
it's stuck.
If that's the story, that kind of sucks because it's like a wound from like a 20-year-old girlfriend at this point.
I mean, literally, he's a 35-year-old man named Squishy with children. So, I mean, my wife like perks up every time I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk with Squish. And she's like, oh. I was like, you just don't know all the nicknames we got for everybody.
You mean Michael Jonah Good?
Bro, you just his whole government. Like, bro. Yo, Good is he was up to no good when we were kids, bro. Like no good. We were, none of us were.
Thrillah, you should have really been around more for the degradation years. We were just pieces of shit.
I wish I could have been
real pieces of shit.
We were like real scallywags.
That's what I wanted to do.
A ragtag group of assholes.
How did you spend your 2006 to like 2010? What were you up to?
Waiting for shows at Dock Street, so I could see y'all.
My earliest memory of Joey, and it's him with these two little fucking like little snake bites or whatever they call them. The one that you had them real close,
yeah.
And you in the largest basketball shorts that I've ever seen any human being wear, and just in this tiny like little wife beater. Didn't make sense. And you were just like this, like so happy, just to be like, "Hello, what's up?" And I was like, "I want to hate you at first because you're so bubbly," but then I was like, "He's just nice. Like he's just a nice person." So I loved you right away. But normally, those are people I can't stand. I'm like, "Why are you just?"
See, that wasn't. I remember when I met you. That wasn't when That wasn't when we first met. I was introduced on some real like almost like. It was my first time, like, you know, really understanding what a local show was. So, like, I went and I was with this girl who had been to shows, and she was like, have you ever moshed before? Have you ever danced? I was like, yeah, I danced because I had moshed one time at this fucking show. Because I was like fucking 15. And she was like, all right, do you know who these guys are, though?
We were so young.
And it was like you, Tubby, Beatrice, and D. And I was like, nah, I don't know who they are. And then she was like, all right, I got to come introduce you. And then she took me over to y'all. And she was like, yo, this is, and I was with two of my friends. And she was like, yo, this is so-and-so, so-and-so. And then they were like, what up? And then like Tubby was just like, all right. And I was like,
yeah, that would have been a cool guy thing. Yo, you know, this is the last thing I'll say, but it's the worst memory I've ever had at that venue at Dock Street. When two individuals, a couple, decided to introduce themselves as Knuckles. And I think I forgot what the other guy was, but it just like Knuckles killed me. And I was like, what's your real name? Like I said, Christian. He's like, we don't need to share our government names. You know, like we were about to like walk in and like really fuck shit up for some reason. And we needed to like run these fake names just in case anybody I was not going to call anybody Knuckles besides, you know, the Sonic character. Like, I'm not doing that, bro.
To be fair,
that was a whole terrible place.
To be fair, you have been calling me Trop for almost 20 years now, so Knuckles is not a far reach.
I've called you Justin. I'll call you Trop.
I feel like
I've never called you.
I feel like Trop,
I don't think I call you Trop.
Trop is a little different.
I refer to you as Trop.
Right.
I refer to you as Trop, but I don't call you Trop. That's a very big thing.
The thing is, Knuckles is the person that introduced me to you.
What was her boyfriend?
I don't know what his fucking.
He was such a weirdo, bro. Like I remember
name was, but I just know his name was like Stefan.
Yeah, and, that's like. I was like, I like literally. She was nice, but like her boy. When he said that to me, I was like, yo, I don't know. I can't like be friends with you for that long.
You won't believe the name she introduced me to you as. She did not say this is Joey.
Oh yeah, she gave you a fake name too, an alias.
Well, you know, like everybody wrote graffiti. I was heavy into graffiti, so I was like, oh, I had a couple names. And she was like, oh, Tubby Christian, this is Damage. I was like, oh my god, she fucking called me Damage. Oh my fucking god, bro, are you fucking done?
We don't need aliases, bro. It was never that time. Tubby was just called Tubby because we just always know him as that. And like, I think he just started shedding that name and was still, you know, again, it's the same thing with you, Trop. Like, See, I just call you Trop. That's weird. It's the same thing with you, Justin. Like literally, like I'll refer to him as that. Like, hey, like, because there'll be 500 Kevins. You know, there was way too many Kevins at that and early whatever time it was. I mean, you had everybody named.
I love how you said it.
Weird
Like,
time.
There was too many Kevins in the early 2000s, and then people stopped naming their children Kevin all of a sudden.
I think they did.
Like, there's nobody named
calling him Kevin.
There's really not that many.
We need that statistic, bro. Like, we need that statistic. I think
What was the
everybody's just called Jackson and Daenerys. Like,
what was the last Kevin I met? I'm trying to think.
bro.
What was the last time I met a Kevin? I don't know. I'm bad with names. I don't retain anyone's name. That's why I give everyone nicknames. I call people by their Instagram name, and they're like, "Why would you call me by my Instagram name?" I'm like, "Nigga,
that's
you made
all
that shit
I
up.
know.
What the fuck can I call?"
What do you call Les? Like, comfortable dude? Like, that would be weird. Like, hey, comfortable dude.
Well, Les is a cool name, but like if your name is like John,
Les is
I'm
a
not
cool
calling
name.
you fucking John, dude. There's 55 Johns. Like, get a nickname.
There
dumbass.
is.
I don't even call you by your name. You're Cardona. That's your last name.
Yeah.
Thrillah, Tubby, Squishy, Andy Bambi. Like there's nicknames out there.
We had a lot of Andys also. You went down the list. Like, it was way too many. Like, way too many. Another name I think went out of style. Let's talk about that.
Let's normalize nicknames, dude. Because
for real.
You think so?
People call me Justin.
So we need aliases? So you agree with Knuckles?
Yes, I fully agree. Like, I don't know your mother, nigga. Why would I call you what your mother named you, bro? Like, no.
You know, that's a good point.
Pick a name.
That's
I'm
a good
calling
point.
you that.
That's a good point. Justin didn't actually know my first name until like last year. We discovered this in the chat. Like, he was like, "Who the fuck is Joseph Hurtado?" And I was like, "Nigga, that's me."
Yeah, there's a lot of our friends. I don't know their real names, and I'm gonna keep it that way because if they're not using it, why would I? Why would I disrespect them?
That's fair. That's fair.
Dude, there was like a whole time period where girls like wouldn't call me Trop because they were like, "I'm not calling you Trop. You're Justin to me," as if I was some celebrity, and I'd just be like, "Bitch, we're not that close." Like, you can't call me Justin. But speaking of closeness with women, let's discuss a topic since we always talk about sex on here. I posted on TikTok.
Oh God.
I posted a couple of provocative things on TikTok, but we'll get into the least provocative. So somebody has said, "Stitch this with your most unpopular opinion about sex." And,
okay.
And I said that sex is not meant to be had at night. It is a daytime, sun-up activity.
That's fair.
Maybe because I'm getting older.
I agree.
Maybe because I'm getting older, but like fucking after like 8 p.m., like I'm not gonna deliver the best performance. But you catch first of all, biologically, I'm just like way hornier between like 11 a.m. and like 5 p.m. You know what I mean? But like
that's a fact.
Performance wise, I am drilling shit on some. Son, I was fucking somebody not too long ago, and I was just like, I was kind of like, you ever need to be fucking somebody and you're like proud of yourself in the middle of it? Like, damn, I'm really
hell yeah.
Like, I'm really I'm out here.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking. It was the sun was up, and it was a wonderful time.
It was nice, right? Like, you can go out to lunch right after. Like, that's a fucking good thing.
You know what she said to me in the middle of it? She says, did you get girthier? And I was just like, you know what?
Shit.
Maybe, because at this point, me and this person had only hooked up at the nighttime hours. So I think this was like the first time we really got it cracking in the daytime. And I was like,
hey.
Yes. But yeah,
that
like,
might be a thing.
I don't know. Like, man, like, I just, like I said, maybe because I'm getting older, but I just feel like, and I feel like we should release the pressure from society. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like you go to bed with your woman and you there's that like pressure in your head to like get it cracking before the day ends, before you go to sleep. And it's like, let's just remove that. Like, let's just give it to you on my lunch break, ma. Like,
yeah, we're tired. We're tired. We're men. Like, listen, I'll say that like in a long-term committed relationship, I've been married now. It's going to be 6 years in 10 days. So,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy motherfucker.
I'm happy, but I'm not always happy. It's fine. We have our problems, but it's not but what I will say is that I've told Joni this like 100 million times. Like, I am way better like in the middle of the day, and she can agree. At nighttime, like, when we put the kids to fucking sleep and all that, I'm fucking beat. I don't know if I can. I personally can't even sometimes get the energy to go. So we have not had sex in the daytime now for pretty much since Jackson's alive. It's so now
For those who
he's
don't
going
know,
to school.
Jackson's almost 5.
Yeah, he's almost 5. What happy news is he goes back to school in a couple days, and
It's about to be cracked.
I work from home.
And
so does
you
he.
have a whole other child.
She's a baby.
She's still an
though.
infant, bro. She ain't gonna say anything. I put her in the crib. She'll be chilling. She'll be right. I put on tots or some kind of programming. She'll be chill. She don't care.
Put on
She's the most
tots.
chill baby in the world.
She's just young enough where you could have sex in front of her and it's fine. She won't even remember.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can drill out her mom right in front of her. Like, I can't imagine. Like,
You just
no,
gotta,
I can't.
you gotta do it and you gotta scream at her like, how do you think you got here? Don't watch me! Don't watch me! Close your
Don't watch me.
eyes.
She'll just be peeking over the pack and play.
Or you just put on
I'm good
Sopranos
with
and
that.
let her watch Sopranos. Like,
I think Sopranos is far more appropriate than us having sex for sure.
I mean, I'm
Definitely.
watching Sopranos for the first time. Well, not the first time. I've seen like a few episodes here and there. Shout out to your HBO Max password.
So how are you feeling about it? Like, where do you stand so far in the last couple episodes?
I think I'm on episode 10. Pretty sweet.
So you
pretty,
just
yeah, I was
way past it.
Yeah, and I'm my job right now. My new job is so easy, so I've just kind of just sitting around watching Sopranos, not learning much. But
That's lit.
also, let's talk about jobs real quick, bro. Like, I never. So my last job, the one I kind of just got on the fly just to get some money in my pocket. I did not understand because I would only see on sitcoms where people would say, "You ever see that sitcom trope where like somebody's looking for a job and they like lose it unexpectedly, and then like they can't get a job because they're too overqualified?" I never understood that. I was like, why wouldn't you hire someone that's overqualified? I now know why you would not because
because you get bored.
It's not even that I was bored at my last job. It was that I was like y'all should be paying me like double what you're paying me right now, and I would let them know like I'm only doing this for the time being. Like I am going to be out of here, and you're not gonna know. And they didn't. I fucking just bounced, and I send them an email like I found more lucrative pay that is more in my wheelhouse. Best wishes, Justin Graham.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Along with that, let's if we're talking about normalizing shit, let's normalize not giving a fucking 2 weeks notice. Fuck you.
I've never given a 2 weeks notice.
If you fired me, you're not going to give me a 2 weeks notice.
No.
You're not going to give me a 2 weeks fucking severance pay. You're going to fucking just can me, just like everyone else. So why do I need to give you 2 weeks notice at this point? There's no fucking reference that I want from your asshole if I'm leaving you that quick.
Oh yeah, like the 2 weeks notice is only for reference, and like to be honest, like who the fuck still calls references anymore?
I don't think most
I
places
was hiring
really
manager.
fucking don't, bro.
You have to be like at a very high level for somebody to like contact your references. So the fact that we're like they do that at Target, like if you fill out like a Target application or like Walmart or whatever, and maybe they don't still do this because like I haven't filled out applications for those places.
Does it?
I mean, I haven't filled out applications for these places since I was like a teenager, but like I just remember them asking for references, and I'm just like, who the fuck do they think they are? Also, like I'm 16. Why would I have references?
Like I'm putting my mom on this, bro. Like it's my mom and my brother. Like I don't know.
Although there was one time, y'all know Rosa, obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Christian, your video?
Are we having some
cut out?
Yeah, a little technical issue.
All right.
Give me a second. Be right back.
Well, Christian's having some technical issues with the video, but he can still hear me. So
there he is.
There he's back. So yeah, you guys know Rosa. So I remember when Rosa moved to Arizona. Yeah. So we had a friend Rosa. He had moved to Arizona, and I don't know how long he was gone for. I want to say he was gone for like almost a year, maybe. And I got a random phone call, and I picked up the phone, and it was Lids. And they were like, "Yeah, we're hiring for manager, and we just wanted to call you about." Andrew Rosa, he said he worked for you, and I was just like, yeah. But it was mad funny because, like, first of all, like, bro, you're Lids. Why are you calling somebody's references? And secondly, like, He didn't tell me he was leaving me as a reference, so I had no idea this call was coming. Yeah, this was like
thank goodness you
wasn't super popular at this point. This was like early, like in MySpace days, and like Lids called me, and luckily I was pretty much always sober back then. But like, I think I got drunk that night, so like, had they called me like an hour later, I would have not been a good reference.
Could have really fucked that
like,
up. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. Like, I'm like, yeah. You know, he's a great employee. You know, I managed him at when I worked at Roadrunner. Because we worked together. So I worked at Roadrunner Records in the mailroom for a little bit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, there was like
I was so jealous of you.
It wasn't that cool, honestly. No, it was kind of cool.
It was cool, dude.
I could have made it cool. No, you know what? Actually, speaking of, there was I was working with a guy who like wanted to be a cop. He was another guy in the mailroom, but he was like, you ever just like I don't remember his name, but I know what his Facebook looks like at this point. You know what I mean? Like, just one of those people where he's probably tweeting Blue Lives Matter and
yes,
just a Brooklyn.
Yes.
Oh God,
this is the whole of Staten Island. This is completely
what he was, and like meeting somebody like that when you're working at a record label that produces metal music, like it's just like, dude, shut up. And this is like 2006. He's saying this kind of shit, and I'm just like, bro, shut the hell. Like, I was not radicalized at that point, and I still hated this kid with all my heart. So it was not that cool. But I worked with some cool people. A couple of them I still have on the internets, and
that's awesome.
I did party. I
did
party with an unmasked Slipknot once at the holiday party.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Them.
But like you were there, and they were there.
There's a couple of them there, yeah.
Holy.
My claim to fame is still that I was in the same green room as Wu-Tang, and somebody passed me a blunt.
Oh, that's fire.
That's the only claim of fame that I've ever had in my life, and I'll die with that fucking thing.
I love how you said somebody, like not a member of Wu-Tang.
It was definitely a guy who looked like a pimp. That's the only way I can describe it.
So it could have been a member of Wu-Tang.
Yeah, it could have been. He had like red velvet all over him, and he was just cool as hell. And they were just passing. And like I remember seeing like I think it was Inspector Deck that was there, and I was like starstruck. I was like, whoa, like, and I was like, I think I was about 17. I was like booking shows at that time, and there was an old venue back in the day called The Hook. It was in Brooklyn. I think we went there years ago. Yeah. So, obviously I knew the venue owners, and he like invited me back, and I was like 17. He was giving me whiskey shots, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, but that's another story. But I think it is a good time as any to get our boy Mike, aka HurtxLess, aka Squish, aka Squishy. Boom! Let's let him in. Let's see if he's awake.
Hey, I'm awake.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up?
Look at the god. Look at you. Look at him. He's refreshed. He looks youthful. He's
work didn't kill me today.
Thank goodness,
how are you guys
man.
doing?
I'm really
chilling,
good, man.
Bro.
How you doing?
Chilling.
Pretty good. Pretty chill.
What is this camera setup you have? Like the back is all like faded out.
That's
like,
just
what's happening
fire.
here?
It's an iPhone.
Yeah. It's my iPhone. I just have it blurred out. I have kids and shit, so my house is a mess.
That looks mad fire though.
I'd rather
good. I mean,
in the background show.
That's called
a
diffuse.
Diffuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're able to diffuse the background, and that's usually with mirrorless cameras that you're able to achieve that effect. This is more like a filter, but it actually acts a lot more like a mirrorless camera. But you'll see like little.
Yeah, it's dope.
This is a nerd talk, but this is actually really, really advanced for the kind of camera that, for the smartphone. Like it's
for a fucking
like,
phone. Yeah.
It's been brand new. Like, but I think we talked a little bit about you, Squish, but maybe I won't call you Squish no more. I'm sorry, but introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself. Tell us what you do and what we're gonna get into today.
Oh, well, just some drawings. All I do is draw. I work a lot and talk shit with my friends. That's pretty much my life.
So before the podcast, we actually put out a poll and try to get some answers, and we did get some answers on some topics that we wanted to draw. Really, I think can't get out of the habit. I'm gonna call you Squish. Like we were talking about a couple things, and we told a story about your bogey theft at Shelly's house many years ago.
Oh my God! Whoa! When I first picked up the tattoo machine.
Oh shit!
Do we still have some tattoos live on Justin's body, or are they all covered up?
We have that marshmallow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put my fucking. Where is it? I got some squishy tattoos. Hold on. Do I need to put my legs on screen? I'm not gonna.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I have 2 squishy tattoos.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, bro. I got like my left shoulder on my chest, and like my right shoulder, both squishy tattoos.
Your mic does everything so much justice.
Nigga pulled out a shoulder tattoo. That sounded mad gay for some reason.
It's really on the chest, but it just goes on to the shoulder.
I don't know. That sounds gay, bro.
Good one. Nah.
So this is how you know. Mike is in New York City, because we just heard multiple sirens go off. I live in the woods, and I haven't heard an ambulance siren in a fortnight. I don't know how long.
In the project, man. So.
Well, man, I think it's a good a time as any. Maybe we just let you do your thing right now, because I know I didn't tell Joey what the surprise was, but I think
so first,
if you want to go for it,
Oh well, it erased my name a little bit, so let's try to fix that. I guess, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
That all this shit works. Sort of works.
So for those of you who are on the audio portion, I encourage you to go over to YouTube and check this out, because he just drew the national meat treasure with HurtxLess. Emphasis on the meat, because there is a censored penis on the screen. This is already off to a good start.
That's a great soundbite. There's a censored penis on the screen.
Listen, we got to make sure I don't get taken down by.
I was listening to the podcast today, and I heard about Thrillah's, bunny song. So I was like, I basically just drew out the bunny, and then what he really saw.
That's fucking fire.
Oh my God, he's got the butters?
It's a rat smoking a cigarette. That's definitely what I saw in 7
That's
seconds.
not a cigarette. That's a Black and Mild.
That's a Black and Mild? He's definitely smoking a Black and Mild, yo.
That's what I should be for Halloween, a rat smoking a Black and Mild.
You were a bong at one point, so it's kind of close.
I was gonna draw Thrillah riding a roach. She was like scared of that, but it didn't happen. We didn't have enough time. But yeah, we could talk. Let me see. So what would you guys want me to draw?
Fucking hilarious.
Stupid. You want to just talk some shit?
We definitely got a submission. So I think, shout out to Leaf, who has been a listener and has been supporting the podcast. I think it's good, a good little payback for him. He said he wanted to see Chucky and drinking warm tea, because that's one of his favorite fall activities. Now, for those of you who don't know, he is a big ass fucking Latino, and that's what he wants to do, is just drink warm tea during the fall. I didn't guess that. That was never the thing that I would guess.
First of all, you are also a big ass Latino. So what? You not drink tea?
I'm a smaller one now. Now I'm a smaller one. So I'm 220 pounds. Shout out. And no, I don't enjoy tea like that. I like coffee. Teas.
So you can pick pumpkins, but you can't drink tea. Is that the masculinity scale for Hispanic men? I don't know.
I just don't like tea. It's not my thing. It's not about masculinity. It's not my thing. But yeah, that was one of the submissions. And then then Justin, you put out our content for last week. We talked about what was it? Knocked Up. And was it suicidal ideation? Because I think they kind of go hand in hand. They do go hand in hand. So
you guys said Freaky Friday.
No, we ended up talking about Freaky Friday because it is a body horror movie. But definitely, yeah, man. I think Chucky drinking some warm tea right before he decides to murder somebody with like a copier or something. I don't know, because that was weird. Like he's done some weird, like there's some weird murders like in the Child's Play like series.
The only Chucky murder I remember, and it just scared the fuck out of me. And it was really funny because I wasn't even like having sex at this point in my life. I don't remember which Chucky movie it was, but I remember he's in a motel and there's this couple fucking, and he's like comes up from under the bed. And you know how the tellies have like the fucking the mirrors on the ceiling?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, he like throws like a bottle of champagne at the ceiling and it smashes, and then all this glass comes down this couple. And that like freaked me out. And I remember, honestly, you know what? That's a good omen, because I remember I had an ex where we had slept together like 2 years before we ever dated. And we fucked in the telly with that mirror, and all I could do was like look at that mirror the whole time, like kind of thinking like, "Oh shit, this is gonna follow me." And that was the worst ex I ever had.
That's
so I should have listened to Chucky. Chucky was trying to steer my love life in the right direction, and I didn't listen.
That shit is terrifying. That is a terrifying like I avoid, like, I don't know, like especially because you're walking Manhattan, they're always doing something. But I can remember like working by Whole Foods over in Union Square, and they had like glass panes. Yeah,
the times have made everyone soft. Like thinking back to things, the movies that we watched were traumatizing. Like they stop us from living our lives.
There's plenty of traumatizing films. They're just weirder now. Like you got shit like what was that? You got Witch was fucking awesome, and then you had, I'm trying to remember that other movie. But it was. I'm off the topic, so let's just kick it off.
I mean, we can talk while you start drawing. Squish.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to draw some Chucky stuff right here. Chucky drawing, drinking some tea. That's unique.
It is unique. I've never thought I would want to see him like doing that, but I think it's something that we owe to the audience now, since we've been talking about it for 5 minutes at length.
Sure.
Chucky really was a creative killer.
I kind of want to watch a Chucky movie after this.
Yeah, one of the ones that sticks out of my head is he's always calling women bitches also, because he is a serial killer, right? And I remember one, he like gets a teacher and he starts slamming her head into a copier, and he just repeatedly, just until like you got fucking like printer copies of her like smashed face and blood all over the place. Like that shit freaked me the fuck out. Yeah. Like I don't think anyone listen, I don't want anything possessed around me. Period. Like that's just not my style. Like any Chucky's one of those things that I was fucking freaked out over. Same. But I would watch it. And did you guys catch the new one that came out? It was Mark Hamill voicing Chucky.
It was
Mark very different Chucky.
I have not seen
different Chucky.
I hated it.
It was pretty terrible.
You're talking about the robotic Chucky where they like implanted like a malicious...
It was Small Soldier with murder.
Oh my god.
Small Soldier was fire.
Yeah, Small Soldiers with murder. That's all it was. It was just like these.
That's another one that's like, it's not meant to be a horror movie, but it definitely.
For real.
The commandos like coming after you and all of a sudden like torching your house, and they've got like fucking like weapons. Like why? And they're just sentient. They're completely aware. They're self-aware, and they're ready to kill. I don't know. That was a good movie, though. It wasn't, but it is, because I like the Gorgons.
I love that movie, honestly.
Same.
I liked it a lot.
What? Small Soldiers?
Hell yeah. Small Soldiers.
Yes. Small Soldiers. Yeah, definitely, because I played the terrible video game for a long time, too. I can remember, like, being on my computer just, like, spending way too much time, like, trying to get, like, Archer to just get across the screen.
Archer.
Shout out to my boy.
Leader of the Corporation.
I played the fucking Small Soldiers video game. What was that, on Sega?
Yeah. It was on PC. It was just a computer game.
God,
it was
you are
literally
such
like
a nerd, dude.
I could have played
that on PC. That's a deep cut. That's a deep nerd cut. You played the Small Soldiers video game on PC, and what is this, 2001 maybe?
No, 99? Not even, bro. No, it's like, when did Small Soldiers come out? Because that's a good question.
I want to say probably.
I think it was 90.
You are in a deep nerd
98. 98.
98.
So I was playing it in 99.
Listeners are gonna have to like Google it. That's how old it is.
Yeah,
They should.
I hope you Google it. I hope I open your eyes into Small Soldiers, and today, you decide to check that out because it is fucking terrifying. Like
How old do you think our youngest listener is?
That's a good question. We should have the analytics on it.
Do we have I feel like there can't be anyone under 25 listening. If you're under 25, let us know. Or if you're or how young are you? I'm 34. Christian's 34. Squishy is 35, and Thrillah is 31.
I'm 33. Yeah. I'm the youngest.
Oh yeah, you're in December, right?
November next month.
November next month. Yeah. I turned 34 the 24th of this month, so that'll be something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to do anything. I think I just want to stay home.
I don't think men celebrate their birthdays. I think there's got to be something primordial.
I don't want
to celebrate their birthdays.
I just want to forget about it. I don't even want to know it's coming. You were talking some shit the other day about how you wake up and you're like, "Oh, thank God I'm alive," but oh shit, is this it? I was like, "Oh fuck, why do you have to talk like that?" Because that's how I think all the fucking time. I don't want to think that way.
Because my brain is constantly working against me. That's why I do drugs.
Yeah, it's waiting for the sweet release of death. This is a fucking freaky Chucky already.
OD.
For those just listening, we got a kind of a sketch outline of Chucky so far. He's got a nice bob haircut. Nice, looks like he's going to be in the audience member in an Ellen DeGeneres show.
Yes, he is. Can you imagine? Like, oh shit, there he is. Pinky's
what's
up.
the funny thing about Chucky that I always thought was hilarious?
What?
So, okay, you're a serial killer. You hate being caught in this doll body. I get it. Chucky's very hyper masculine. But why does Chucky never change clothes? Like, you can go to a Baby Gap, get yourself a little tiny leather jacket or something. Because
Baby Gap exists in the 80s.
Baby.
Definitely.
What?
Yeah.
Did you just say leather jackets exist in
no,
the 80s?
No.
Baby Gap.
Baby Gap. Was
Baby
Gap.
Around? Oh, sorry.
I mean, you still could have got some cool baby clothes. You could have tried. Like, you murdered hundreds of people. You couldn't have got a new outfit, bro.
I think that they actually, I saw a meme with the statistic. I think he killed about 42 people, if I'm correct.
Why didn't his clothes ever get bloody?
They did, though. They actually did. They would get tattered. And remember, because they kept bringing him back. So, he would have scars and, why would that? I get that's the plot to carry him through, but why did people keep bringing him back? I think this is worth a revisit for me. I'm definitely going to catch a Child's Play movie.
Yeah, you got to update me. I feel like there was some weird rule to it where if you did, it was like a spell book, right? There was like a spell book.
Yeah,
that brought
so
him back,
they would
and
put
people
the
just
body
kept
right
reading
in the
the
middle.
spell and forgetting that it was.
They would keep bringing him back, not what? Did you not know he was murdering everybody? Did he kill all the all the witnesses?
I think it was
I don't
always
know, man.
an accident. Somebody was just really negligent and forgot, and he just got picked up again.
I don't know how you forget and you put him in the middle of a fucking pentagram. They had to remember they would have to put his spirit back in there. That's a miserable fucking existence, though.
Look at all the
Can you
Annabelle
imagine?
movies. All the Annabelle
you fucking
movies
get
are
killed.
the same.
Yo, you know what? Let's nerd deep talk because I got a movie that's on my mind. Speaking of reading, it's really hard to explain. It's like a movie that takes place in the late 80s where it was on It's like these kids read a book and they open up a portal to hell and all this shit's coming out and the book has eyes.
The gate.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the people under the stairs?
No, the gate.
The gate. That's exactly what it is.
He's talking
The Gate,
about
that's the
where
movie.
the kids have a hole in the backyard and demons invade the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, that is such a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Such a good
Look that up right now.
Yeah, seriously, I think I'm gonna watch that too. The Gate. Thank you for that. That is a throwback and a half because I remember being freaked out by that
Like
movie.
I said,
1987.
Shit that traumatized us.
It's on Tubi for free. It's on Vudu for free. It's on Amazon Prime Video for free. So
The Gate.
Whatever you got, guys, go over and watch it. Tell us how you feel about it. If you're just as freaked out as we were when, I don't know if it holds up because I remember those fucking creatures and they were fucking weird. Remember he had that hand and it had the eyeball. Then he stabs it with a piece of glass. That shit was like, I remember getting like always like bothered by that. Yeah, that was so cool. Like the things like can see everything that he's doing. So he just decides to like blind it. Oh God, what a fucking weird movie.
And just to update the audio listeners on this Chucky drawing, we got a knife, we got some eyebrows, we're getting some expressiveness.
He's got a pinky up.
Lots of sex appeal. I think the tea is ginger lemon. I'm not really sure. Chucky seems like a ginger lemon guy.
Ginger lemon? I think it's hibiscus because he's like a rooibos tea. He wants it to be red, like he wants it to look like blood, but he doesn't like the taste of blood. You know, he's just he can't really taste. But I don't know why he's drinking tea. Is he worried about his throat? Like he's like screaming
throat
too
coat,
much.
You think?
Throat coats.
Hold on.
It's like,
does Chucky have vocal cords? How does Chucky speak?
I don't know, bro.
That was always my question as a kid, because he would have the pull string and he would say
because he's got
shit,
a copper thing, right? Like,
but then he would also talk, and the talking would be not associated with the pull string thing. So
yeah, because it would be a completely different voice, right? Because the pull string would be like, "Hi, my name is Chucky," and then it'd be like, "Hey, motherfucker."
That was a really good impression.
He'd fake it sometimes.
You're welcome.
Oh man, Chucky was dope, man. He did a dope shit. He was
that I don't know. That was a
so you're saying Thrillah, dope shit is murder? That's what you're saying. Dope shit is murder.
Yeah,
Thrillah just admitted to crimes he's committed as a man.
Damn, that's crazy.
Clocked. Yo, look at this dude, sick. Yo. He is looking wilder and wilder. Oh, did we lose you for a sec?
Nah, it just like reloaded.
No,
we're good.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm actually glad the screen share is really cooperating today. It almost never cooperates. That's why I stay away from it.
Not this well.
But this is going very smoothly. Head over to the YouTube, check us out, subscribe, like, jerk off to me, because I'm jerking off to me. The whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yo, we were talking about this right before the pod, but like, I agree. You are the definition of tall, dark, and handsome. But see, how often?
No. Yes, go.
Hold on. How often do you catch yourself in the mirror and go, just wondering?
Oh, like every reflective surface I've ever seen.
Like a crow, just like looking at yourself.
Because like, here's the thing about me, and like people, they're like, "Oh, you're so full of yourself." There wasn't a way I wanted to look when I was younger. And I did not look that way. And now I have a beard. So I have a beard.
You had a muscles, chin strap.
I have tattoos. And I have dreads now. So I look the exact way I wanted to when I was 14. When I was ugly and weird. Not even 14. I can't even say 14. I mean like up until... I'm trying to like really think when I like really started fucking with myself.
I'm going to say 24. That you were like, I'm going to work out.
That about nails it, yeah. Working. 24 was when I
start working. I mean, you didn't have a choice. I mean, you was in the streets, bro. You had to live off of Taco Bell. There was no.
Like, it was around 24 was when I really started like liking myself, and then I got a little fat, but I didn't care that I was fat because I knew the base. I knew the base was good. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I feel you. You chiseled away.
Can I tell you guys? And I was having this conversation with a woman. I want to say like 6 months ago or something like that, where I don't know, she was getting real sick of me because of how much I liked myself, and I was like, listen, woman, like you have to understand something. I talk to niggas every day that gas me up all the time.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm gonna like tolerate? Because her whole thing was like ribbing, like she just liked to like just joke around with me, but like we were still getting to know each other. So like you can't. First of all, like don't joke with me or like call me ugly. Like you know what I mean? You ever have those girls who are like, oh, you know,
was
you're
that
cute.
my
I don't have to call you
pseudo cousin? Was that my pseudo cousin? Because I remember you having a similar complaint.
Yes, I had a similar. Yeah, your cousin who, come on, like I don't know if she listens, but like I'm out of her league.
I don't care if she listens. She's anti-vax at this point.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, there's a cousin that Cardona brings around on the holidays, and I'm always also at his house on the holidays. And I figured, let's throw her a bone. You know, you're a single mother. You're about a 6, but you know what? Like you like I need to be I need to tear you up because she's a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
She is a rude,
oh my god,
mean person. And I'm like, yo, and it's that kind of mean where that's not her personality for real. Like, she just needs some dick. That could be really.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the truth?
What?
She's literally always been like that. We were like 4-year-olds, and she would just like pinch me. She was like mean as shit to me. Like when we were kids, and this is just how, tells you how life is. So, I obviously during my teens, I got really into metal, right? So I was listening to new metal. It started me out. So I was listening to System of Down and whatever. And I remember like I had made some kind of like mix for one of my cousins because he was starting to get into the same kind of music. And she just stood there with the nastiest face, just crossing her arms. She's like, "You listen to this shit?" I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck do you listen to?" And I think Gasolina was like the biggest song at the time. And I was like, I listen to that too, but like that's all you listen to? Like, I was like, you're corny. And I'll tell you what happened now. She has a very wonderful daughter who I adore, and she likes all the same shit that I did as a teenager. Awesome. All the shit that she made fun of me, literally just got back in her. Anime, loves. Metal, loves. Wearing fucking fake skate gear, loves. like just all into it. And it just makes me like so happy inside to know that's who she has as a child. Like, and she didn't get like some normie kid. Like, she got like a weird kid who like gushed about like My Hero Academia like with me at like age 10. Like, that was the kid.
Dope.
Yeah, like, I've met your what is that, niece? Yeah, she's thick.
Yeah, no, she's actually like a dope person. Like, she even calls out her mom.
Do you remember the niece said something crazy to her mom? And what was it? Can you repeat it? I remember.
I will repeat it. It was something like so my other cousin, who is probably one of the best human beings in the world, was with his girlfriend, and they just recently got together. So they were very lovey-dovey, they were like kissing on each other. And she's like, "Ew, do you have to do that all the time? This is my cousin." And so her daughter, without skipping a fucking beat, says, "That's just because you're lonely. That's why you're lonely."
God damn.
And this is what? She's like, what, 12? Not even?
She was like 11 or 10 at the time. That was like a shotgun right through her chest. Fuck. I have never seen anyone's face drop. She just like, she like called her by her whole government, and she's like, "Don't you ever see that?" Like, she took her upstairs, like gave her a talking, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, "Yo, that."
But
like,
dude,
how
it's
you
so
mad
funny.
at her?
It's so funny because after that, that's when I was like, "All right, I'm gonna bag this chick and show her something nice," because clearly she doesn't have. Like, if your daughter's saying, "Bitch, you're lonely," like, I need to fix that. I need to seal that hurt. You know what I mean? But I had, I got the number. We were texting it up. And bro, like, I just could not stand her. Like, it was
so negative.
And it's not even like she was negging me to be cute. Because I know when a girl's like negging me to be cute, you know what I mean? Like, this girl, every single fucking word out of her mouth was something negative, something mean, something. And I'm just like, yo, delete my fucking number, bro, because you are ass. Like, you are. I didn't call her a bitch, but I was just like.
No, I've called her a bitch. Listen, man, it's like a very well-known fact. Like, I mean, she says it to everyone. Like, I mean, my whole, she's not really related to me, like by blood, but we grew up together, and
tolerate her
mother. So her mother was adopted by my great grandmother. So like, she had always kind of been in the ether, and always we're literally like maybe a couple months apart. So we were the kids that always like hung out with each other, but like she was fucking mean when we were kids. Like, I never got it. I never understood it. And as she got older, she just got like, sometimes she was like, all right. Now she's like a little mellowed out with me. So she's like cool. But again, she's anti-vax. So I'm sorry. Shame. It's your fault.
I don't get it. I don't get the anti-vax thing anymore.
It's I'm not going to say that I don't understand it. It's more so the shit that she posts, because it's like, it's not just like, I don't want the shot. It's like ridiculous things. And like, it's like like those kind of awful
type shit. Yeah, I get it. Like,
microchips and fucking, the new world order. And, hey, listen, I get it. It's probably going to happen. I do agree that somehow we're going to get to a centralized situation, but maybe that works. Maybe we just become one banner
Facts.
under Earth. Under Earth. Listen,
I think
Futurama told me that.
I think at this point, if you're anti-vax or if you're still on some wear mask bullshit, it's because you don't have a personality and like all your, you know those people who like they make their entire personality like what's happening in current events.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is like the biggest current event in our lifetimes besides like 9/11. So I think they're just the same people who are like, dump Trump. I mean, they've been saying it for like the last 4 years. Like their entire personality profile. Like, do other things, bro. Did you catch up on My Hero Academia? Like, talk about that or something. Like,
I thought it was something good, man.
My Hero Academia is
coming out
fire right now.
Wait, did we already? Did episodes already come out?
My Hero, My Hero hasn't stopped. Demon Slayer was the one that stopped. Demon Slayer season was over.
We got episodes of My Hero. I had no idea. I got to catch up, bro. Demon Slayer is coming out real soon, right?
I want to say December.
No, there's a My Hero movie coming out.
There's a movie right now.
It's coming out. My Hero movie. There's a My Hero. There was a Demon Slayer movie that came out not too long ago as well.
Yeah, I never saw the Demon Slayer movie, but I'm sorry. I think I'm not going to look it up, but I think Demon Slayer new episodes come out this month, but those episodes are just the movie. And then in December, it's the next season.
Yes, that is actually correct. If I'm, because that was something that I was hearing, and I'm confirming that anyway. But season 2 returning. That is, listen, I don't care if you like anime or not. It is something to catch because it really is a fucking compelling story. But since we're touching on My Hero, and I kind of already know your answer, Justin, but and I know Joey, you might not have an answer for this, but who do you see yourself in My Hero? Like who do you see yourself as?
Dobby, easily. Dobby's like my dream person. Like he's just this sexy emo lord who burns shit. Like yes,
yeah. He's fucking cool, man.
Dobby. Yeah, or the other one, the John that the little girl on the League of Villains, the one who like, stabs people and drains their blood and like
drains their blood. She's fucking cool, man. That is really a cool villain. They really did write some really cool ones in. I definitely like Todoroki, if I'm gonna be honest. But what's the dude that's got the shadow crow shit? Like he's got the crow face.
Dude, I'm gonna give it a buck. I don't know why it's so hard to remember My Hero names. I do not know why.
Because there's a lot of.
And that's like on TikTok, everyone has got that problem too. Just to cut you off, just to keep the audio listeners up to date, this Chucky thing is coming into fruition. We're getting some color in the brows. We're getting some blush in the cheeks. Chucky's getting real sexy out here. Chucky's getting real erotic.
He's feeling himself during this fall.
He's lit up with the smell of Earl Grey and ready to kill.
Yeah, I mean this is his season, right? It is the season for murdering and killing, and because it's the holidays, guys. Let's be real. We're all depressed, and we're all gonna need more sunlight, and we don't get it. So Chucky's here to kill us all and release us, from our everyday routine.
Just to any of the artists out there listening, or not artists, but people who enjoy art, I guess. This has been very cool to just watch your friend draw something. I've been watching Squishy draw on shit for the last fucking almost 20 years at this point. And just watching it digital live, the whole process, especially because, when we met, this guy was not, I don't think iPads were even around yet. What was it? What do you mean, 2005? iPads were not a thing yet.
Back then,
no, seriously.
I wouldn't even have been able to afford it.
Even if it was a thing,
really
we're not buying it.
No, and this is really neat, and I want to plug a little more for you while you're still writing. You do have sticker packs for sale, correct?
Yes,
and you do. Am I correct in saying that you do portraits, because you have done a few for my family and people I love?
Work portraits.
So I will say this, guys. I will say this, guys. If you are interested in a portrait or a great sticker pack, there are some not safe for work stuff on my man's IG, but you're gonna see some great stuff and really some awesome things. And honestly, it's just a lot of tits and a lot of ass. So if you like that, I think you're gonna love it.
It's what gets the views.
Yeah, it does, man. I like that Squid Games one you did too, man. That was it was very, very, very creative. I want everybody to go over there.
I did it as a test to honestly like see what I would get for like doing something that was like mainstream at the time. And I was like really hyped about it, but then I posted it at like 9 a.m. in the morning and it had like no traction, bro. I learned that you have to like post shit at certain times of the day in order to get even a smidge. But hey, man, it happens.
That is... Yeah, it is a bummer when that happens, but I think that's why we got you on here, because we're gonna direct you guys. We want you to go over to Instagram, check his stuff out. HurtxLess, that's his Instagram handle. We're gonna make sure that we include it in the episode description, so you guys have a way to be able to go over there, and we're gonna make sure that we have this on our social medias. This great picture, because this is a great drawing. Really,
it's fine.
I never thought I wanted to see Chucky drink tea, but I'm happy we have it. So shout out to you, Leaf. Thank you for the fucking great idea, because this came wonderfully.
This is sick.
Nice. I'm happy you guys.
Speaking of fucking social media, dude. I don't know what it is, bro. Like TikTok. Whenever I post clips of the podcast on TikTok, it suppresses the shit. Bro, I have 17,000 followers, right? No, almost 18,000 now. 18,000 followers, 1,500 of which I've gotten in the last 2 days because I joked that I could be bisexual on TikTok. And then I took this time to plug the podcast. Podcast clip got 85 views. How the fuck I get 85 views? That's even
crazy.
1% of my following saw that video, bro. Like, that shit don't make no sense.
That's crazy.
It makes no sense.
I'm about to start doing this pod shirtless, because whenever I post shirtless on TikTok, 100 followers, 50 Instagram followers.
What? Fuck it. Justin, take the shirt off now. Get some oil. Let's do this.
That's what I'm going to do next episode. I'm going to be oiled up. Actually, I'll talk about my oil activities off air, but they're I might already be oiled up by the time we record on Sunday.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I might be doing some weird shit on Sunday, so I'll keep you in the loop. But
this is a trailer right at this point. This is a teaser. If you want to see my man shirtless, not only are you going to be able to see him on TikTok, everywhere else, but you're going to see him on the YouTube. So listen, it could be a whole hour of Justin just completely showing off his pecs.
I can't make any promises though, because I'm very fit standing up. Sitting down, it might not be that appealing. I have to do some test shots.
Lie.
Or maybe get a little brace just so I'm as erect as possible. I'm mad far from the mic now.
Erect
no, you're
as
good.
possible.
We can hear you.
My spine is erect as possible. How does it look? I gotta get different lighting to capture
there
the
you
whole
go,
thing.
Baby.
You get down here. It's not sexy, bro.
Listen. Body. That's a real body, bro. That's just what they do. Listen, we're body positive.
I need a
we're body
body
positive over here, bro. We're body positive over here.
I could just be a black Burt Kreischer and just be shirtless and fat and just make that my whole career.
I God bless that dude. I don't know how the fuck he made it, but he's a storyteller, so he's able to do that. Like, it's the funniest fucking thing to me that he's able to just be shirtless all the time. And he has the confidence of you. Really? I think your confidence, Justin. Like,
I don't think he has confidence. I think he's the kind of fat that's funny, and he knows it's funny. You know what I mean? So he just embraces it. I don't think he's necessarily confident, because he is always trying to lose weight. Like every podcast episode, Burt Kreischer, what's his podcast called? Two Bears, One Cave. Every episode is about him in some weight loss competition or trying to lose weight or trying to drink less, and he fails miserably, but it's funny. So
it's a good one. Like I remember one time he was he was talking about losing weight and wanting to be more conscious about it, and he has this like fucking gallon jug, and like Tom Segura asked him, was like, "What do you got in there?" And he's like, "Kool-Aid." So the man is talking about losing weight while he has like a gallon and a half of Kool-Aid in front of him. But yeah, that's it's look at that. We got a rooibos tea, a hibiscus tea, right there, blood red, waiting for Chucky's lips to enjoy. Yo, I mean, what's he gonna do? He's. What do you think? What do you think is the next activity after he drinks some tea? Like, obviously murder, but where's he going?
He's gonna call somebody's mother a bitch. I
He's definitely gonna call somebody's mother a bitch. Yeah, bitch. Like, just as he's like, that's just like
who voiced Chucky? Let me look that up. Is this the same voice for like, the first three?
I think it is. And like, I don't know about you guys, but he put a lot of strength in that bitch. Like every time he said it, bitch. Like, whoa, bro.
Voice of Chucky. Let's see. He's been voiced by Brad Dourif. No idea who that is. Mark Hamill, Eden Gross, and John Franklin. I don't know which one's which.
Mark Hamill was the new one. That's Luke Skywalker, aka. And I think I'm not sure who the other guys are, but
let's see. Who was the first voice of Chucky? Voiced by Brad Dourif. What the fuck else is Brad Dourif in? I don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't think anybody knows, but
Brad Dourif. Let's go to his wiki. That is a crazy looking man. Brad Dourif.
Does he fit?
He's still alive, but he's 71. He looks like Chucky, actually. Look him up. He looks exactly like. I'm not gonna screen share while he's screen sharing, but
no, we can't. Brad Dourif. Oh, there we go. He definitely looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's fucked up. I don't know if I like that.
He looks like Chucky, doesn't he?
That's way fucked up, bro. And he's from West Virginia. He's definitely a murderer.
Oh, he's killed 3 people.
At least
minimum. Like, he's killed 3. Oh, he's killed minimum 3 and fucked at least one of the bodies.
I'm sorry, Brad Dourif, if you do somehow hear this or somebody shares this with you. I don't know if that's true, but we're gonna go with it. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Now that's a fucking heavy title to carry. Fucking Child's Play, Mississippi Burning. He was Deputy Clinton Pell, nominated also. So he's definitely racist. Like he was also in The Exorcist 3, which I had no idea was even a thing, but I'm gonna also catch that because I am in the mood for some horror movies. Joni was watching The Shining right before, and I was catching that, and like you forget like how good that movie was, man. But I speaking of like weird horror movies, you guys remember Tales from the Hood?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I want to forget it. I want to forget it so bad.
Same.
No, you don't. No, you don't. What about Leprechaun in the Hood? That opening scene was probably one of the better ones in the world. Like when he literally just goes over to a homeless man and pulls his gold tooth out of his mouth.
Who was I with? I was with Lunchbox, and for some reason, it was like the summertime, and he just got high, and we just sat there watching Tales from the Hood 3, like the worst one.
What? There's a 3?
It was like the only one on Netflix, and he put it on for some reason. I don't know what the occasion was or why I sat and watched it with him because we were not doing shit, and I was just like, "This is." I gotta see which one it was. No, it was so. It was 3
That's
or 4.
terrible.
It was like
I had
one.
no
that,
idea there was even more than one.
There's. I think it was like It might be like Tales from the Hood like 7 or something. Like it was a deep cut.
Do you remember that one story in Tales of the Hood? It was and this is another one that freaked me out. It was like all these like slave dolls. I guess like it was like a descendant of a slave owner, and he had all these little dolls that he found that were like made out of wood, and they came alive to like enact revenge. And they've got like sharp little fucking teeth, and they start fucking biting the shit out of him. That freaked me the fuck out.
So I'm assuming this is just going to be an episode about murderous dolls.
I think so. I think that's. I think we've all unlocked that we're afraid of possessed murder dolls.
What's another murder doll movie?
Dolly, Dearest.
Isn't there another one with like little puppets?
What'd you say?
Dolly, Dearest.
Dearest?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's
what is that?
I'm gonna Google that because like the worry that was in Joey's face right now as he said that, as if like it was a real thing.
Bro,
So Dolly
Dearest. Yeah,
91 slasher movie.
It did not get good reviews.
that was actually that was a
I
possessed
have
doll.
definitely seen this before, but it was like I caught it in the middle at like 3 a.m. on like FX or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But I've definitely seen this before.
Oh fuck! No, why'd you just do that to me? Oh shit! I'm in a basement, bro. Like, don't. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, I remember that face, dude. I'm looking at it. Oh shit! No, fuck this. All get this the fuck off my screen. I'll go back to Chucky because that doll was far more terrifying.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to Netflix right now for the audio listeners, and I'm going to just see what because you know how you go on Netflix and you type in any movie, it'll just give you even if it's not on Netflix,
At least the
it'll
information
just
about
give you
it.
the closest one. Ooh, shut up.
Yeah, something. There is. I don't see it on any streaming service, and it might not even be published digitally, which is a thing. I'm guessing everyone wanted to forget it because it was scary. Yeah, literally. Well, let's see. Does Amazon Prime have it? This is the episode where we find out for you guys. Nope, not on Amazon. So this is a title. So maybe this is a mystery out there. Who's got a working copy of Dolly Dearest, and where can you watch it? Because this is fucked up.
On the Google page, that is the first question. Where can I stream Dolly Dearest? Is Dolly Dearest on Amazon Prime? Is the second question.
Yeah. It is not available anywhere from what I see. And that's kind of a shame because that is a freaky movie. They got the Amazon. They've got a Blu-ray edition.
I found it.
What?
It is on this website, Popcorn Flicks, and it sent me to thestreamable.com. And
is it?
Oh, because I think it's on YouTube.
Oh,
somebody has it on
shout
YouTube.
Out to you.
Who uploaded that? What kind of demon person?
Yeah, bro.
Decided that we're gonna upload that to YouTube.
That's the trailer.
That face, just the
that's
shot
just
of the cover
trailer.
is fucked up. It's just a trailer.
Yeah,
that's frustrating. You know what, listeners and viewers, if you're out there and you do know where we can find this, we would appreciate it. I think I'm gonna make this a hunt. We need to get this somehow. Wait, hold on. They got a Blu-ray. Do we need to upload this? Because I think the world needs it. Out of stock also. I don't know, guys.
Out of stock, as in it's not being made, or people are buying it up. Spooky
I don't know.
season.
I mean, there's a Blu-ray from 2020. It says so. Somebody made it, but who's making Blu-rays in 2020?
For real.
Like, I think that's another dead format.
Some dude was bragging to me today about his DVD collection, and I was just like, "You
what?
Just die. Just kill yourself."
Wait,
that.
Like, what are you gonna do with DVDs now? Like, what are you gonna do with them?
I think he doesn't have
internet.
People. I think he just does. He lives in the woods and like doesn't have internet. But he's got the Wire box set, so.
You know what's another movie that wasn't traditionally a horror movie but is? Three Ninjas. Let's talk about that.
I used to love Three Ninjas.
How is Three Ninjas?
Because, and I'll start here. The children are terrifying. Okay, they are armed, dangerous, and they use all kinds of weapons and manners to subdue their enemies.
Super fucking dangerous.
Do you remember this? This just reminded me because you said like, what can you do with DVDs and CDs? And remember that scene where they're just chucking at the fucking, like, the dudes who are breaking into their apartment? That doesn't seem fun. Like, I don't think that's a good fucking thing. And, like, you know, also on the other side as the kids, like, who wants to be kidnapped? Not me. And you've got, like, the scariest karate dudes in the entire, you know, Western seaboard trying to hunt you down because of your grandfather? I don't know, man. Like, that movie was scary. The first one, Three Ninjas Kick Back, not my thing, and definitely not the whatever Muscle Mountain. Wait, I think it was wasn't Hulk Hogan was in it, I think. So that's a throwback.
Yeah.
But Three Ninjas was a horror movie. Let's be real, because those kids were left alone at home.
Facebook post
and those guys
that was talking about the lady from the Titanic being the worst villain of all time.
Oh, she is. She absolutely is.
Rose.
Have you ever seen? Yeah.
Yeah,
Rose
'cause
is a
she had
terrible
the
human.
necklace the whole time. Like they're talking to her about this necklace, and they're looking for it
Yeah,
for like, and she's talking about this dude that she fucked like 70 years ago, and she had the necklace the whole
and
time.
not only she's telling that fucking story from almost a century ago, she also is the person who killed him.
True.
Damn.
That.
It was like a whole wooden plank, and it could have fit the man, but he had to freeze, and she just let him go, like bye-bye, and he fucking went into the deeps of the Atlantic Ocean. Like, Rose, go fuck yourself. I know you're not alive.
You know what? You know what?
Fuck your ghost.
You know what? I was more mad at. I was mad at the fact that she throws this $1 billion rock in a fucking ocean at the end. Like, bro, you could have took that to a pawn shop.
Yeah.
You know, fucking got $100 for it because they probably would have thought it was stolen. They I can give you that much. Got $100 for it. Fed a homeless person, bitch. Like,
Right.
what are you doing? You just throwing your
wealthy.
jewels. And didn't she have a daughter?
No, not at least I don't remember. In the movie, at least,
I feel like in the movie she for a second talked about how she had a family or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting that wrong because I haven't watched Titanic in a while because
Jack.
I am a black man. But
that is a very white movie. It is probably one of the whitest movies in existence, if we're going to be honest. Because like this is a really no big colored people on that boat.
This is a really big cinema episode.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
we're digging deep into crates, if you will.
Cinema and what's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film, if not Titanic? 'Cause I'm going to say Inception. I don't think anyone would agree with me on that one.
Good.
But
nah, Inception
is really
nuts.
good. Nah, that is a banger. But I'll say Romeo and Juliet because that man was flying that. You remember the fucking dual guns and he's like flying in the air? Bam, 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 bam. Yo, I remember watching that and
movies.
yeah, until you actually watch it because it's all in like Shakespearean, like, like prose, and it's like almost unwatchable because you're seeing like these assholes like Leonardo DiCaprio who's just like he's just starting out and being the kind of leading man that he ended up becoming. Like I think Gilbert Grape was only his like other credit before that, if I'm correct. But yeah, no, that's one of my favorites definitely. How about you, Joey?
Blood Diamond, man. He was sick in Blood Diamond. That movie was crazy.
That is one of those movies.
I never saw that one.
It's just wild.
You gotta check out Blood Diamond.
It is
man.
fucking like it's tense. It builds the tension and it tells you a lot about the story of where diamonds are from and how people, how we got to the point and how, obviously again, evil white men have taken advantage of natural resources that people have.
I think that's why I didn't see it. Like a white man is the lead in Blood Diamond.
He's not. He doesn't
not.
end up being the complete lead. He's actually more of a supporting character.
Yeah.
It's what's his name? He's an African dude. He's always got that deep accent.
It's like Uchiba Uefu or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's fucking awesome in that. Like there's some great scenes. Like he's like smuggling that the giant diamond that he finds, and he's trying to put it in. Like this is in a place in Africa where there is kind of what would you call it? A dictator, but like
like a local
even more
warlord.
Oh, the warlord. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, he's it's intense.
Oh, my dream job.
A really good film. Yeah, just a warlord with did he have like a gold AK, or am I imagining that? Like
you might be imagining that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody else had a gold AK, and that stuck in my memory. Because that's another dream of mine. I want a gold AK. I want it to be completely like. How does that work? Like, it's got to be heavy as shit, right? Like,
wouldn't a gold AK doesn't? Maybe my knowledge of metals is off, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't fire anything out of a golden gun because it would be heavy and melt.
Probably gold plated.
Well, what about GoldenEye? There was a golden gun,
and it killed you with one shot.
One shot, bro. Again, that was the illest game. Did you
this
get
is a very 90s episode. We're talking about Small Soldiers on PC, GoldenEye, The Gate. Like this is a lot. I'm so hyped. The Gate is free on like everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that right after this because that is one of those movies. And I don't got work, so I'm gonna enjoy doing this. And since we're up late, we're having fun. And I think we're almost at the end with Mike's drawing.
Yeah,
It is fucking awesome. Like, listen, listeners, if you need an incentive to check out the YouTube channel and see the videos and look at Justin's pretty face and Joey's beautiful eyes and my covered bald head, because we talked about this, I shouldn't ever just be completely bald, and I'm gonna expose it. It's scary. Sorry, guys. I look like a roll-on deodorant, according to Justin. So go fuck yourself, bro.
You look like Boss Baby. You look like Boss Baby.
Jesus, my son's trying to convince me to like shave my beard because every time I give him a kiss, he gets poked by my beard, and I'm like, I don't know if you want that. Like, that's gonna be fucked up. Like, if I'm just all face and skin, like, I don't know, just eyebrows,
just all face and skin.
I don't think I can do all brows, bro. I don't think that's me. I'm not that type of guy.
This is why I keep telling you to tattoo your fucking shiny ass head, dude.
You didn't do what I asked you to do, Justin, and I wanted you to talk about capitalism or communism in one way or another. But we will talk about the deconstruction of society and where we need to point ourselves. And I've been talking about this since almost the first episode, what I wanted to drop, and this is it.
So you wanted me to bring up communism just so you could use
just
that
so I could
soundbite.
drop that stupid soundbite. That's all that makes me happy. I'm sorry.
Is this like your life? Like, you just work and then you look up sound bites and then you record and break them out here?
Mm-hmm.
I think
You know what? This is. I've applauded you for not using. You've abused them the last couple of episodes. So I'm glad you have not
There's some
had the
restraint.
chance, really.
There's some restraint, and I didn't want to overdo it because we are, I know
hosting.
I'm hosting, but also that sometimes you don't like it as much. But I'm gonna do it now because Yugi boy. I love that clip. I don't know, man.
And we've got a blood splatter going on, Chucky.
Ooh, is that rooibos tea or blood spatter? I think it's blood.
A little bit of both.
Blood.
A little bit of
Maybe
You'll never know.
Yo, you're right.
A positive.
You never know.
A little hibiscus.
I don't think he drinks blood because that's a little dark.
That's not his thing.
Yeah. That's not his thing. I think he would be like, "What the fuck are you serving me?" But he definitely went to Starbucks and wanted some like fucking Tivana tea, and then killed the barista right after. I like that he's got his own mug. He brought it, so that means so not only is Chucky helping out the environment by killing more people, he's also helping out the environment by bringing his own mug. So shout out to Chucky.
Shout out to Chucky, man.
Shout out to the environmentally Chucky, and I think we have a signed work here. It is completely finished.
This is sick, bro. Yo, you gotta send this to us so we can put it up on all the socials because this is fucking great, man. So again, Leaf, I'm gonna send you some random shit, and I think I know what it is because you hate nerd shit. I'm gonna give you a fucking BB-8 grinder. Woo!
Oh, that's fire.
It's really bad. Not a good grinder.
Came together beautifully. If you want to see this work of art constructed, check us out on the YouTubes at National Meat Treasure on Instagram. Follow me on social media at thin.cruel.lips. What else would you guys like to plug?
You can follow me at Point the Barrel. Very simple. But I want you to remember that the YouTube channel is National Meat Treasure. So if you just type that in, you'll find us, and we'll be linking all of those things right to any social that we do have. And again, I wanted to talk about this, but we're going to save it for the next episode because I saw that article that you shared, Thrillah, with your brother 303. That was a great article. I want to talk about that. So we're gonna. This is another teaser, but plug in the boy because you guys have been doing your fucking thing, bro.
Thank you, man. We're trying. Follow me at all of my socials are going to be in the description of the National Meat Treasure video. So go to my YouTube if you want to follow me on anything, because That's where you're gonna find it.
It's some
just to put it
some
out there,
really crispy videos.
Watch our fucking
Thrillah be
video.
doing some of my lo-fi beats from my little animation loops.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really? That's
Mhm.
awesome, man.
Yeah, dog.
And you know, if you didn't know, guys, Mike is actually also responsible for our logo, the National League Treasure. He was so really shout out to our boy for being
Shout out
supportive
to Squish.
since day one. We love you, man. Thank you for coming on to the pod. We really appreciate the time that you dedicated with us. It's been a fucking awesome episode just talking about, you know, all this retro shit. But
Nostalgia.
this is a fucking awesome drawing. I did not think that this would look as good as it did. No offense to you, but it's just like, this is sick. This is like absolutely
I
fucking
had no
OD.
idea how this was gonna
Yeah.
end. I was like, they want me to draw random shit. Okay, let's see how it goes. I figured they were gonna give me like draw
Yeah,
Arnold
Mike.
Schwarzenegger, like picture perfect. I was like, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, Mike, plug your socials, tell them where you can get your sticker packs and all that other good stuff.
Sweet. So you can just check me out on Instagram at HurtxLess. And that's pretty much it. I don't use social media, anything, you know, otherwise. TikTok for me, not so good. I can't be a shirtless man anymore. So, yeah. You know.
You were shirtless a lot though back in the day.
Let's
be real. But on that note, guys, I want to say thank you again for checking us in, and I'm gonna let the man that has started it all take us out and carry us out for the episode.
Oh, God.
Peace.
Later.
That was good, guys.
Mhm.
Yes.